Tēnā koutou fam, hope you're all doing well. We are super excited to announce that we are offering one of our first mentorships. This is the Pomba Gira Protection, Direction and Magnetism mentorship. This is a 3-week mentorship which is focused on safely activating and harnessing your sensual and your sexual power. Just to say, Pomba Gira, who this mentorship is inspired by, is an Afro-Brazilian deity, feminine divinity of the crossroads, attraction, fire, and love. Pomba Gira, or Pomba Giras, aid in the matters of the heart in activating desire, life force, empowerment, and protection. So this 3-week mentorship is focused on safely activating and harnessing your sensual power. As I said, when we know our worth, we're able to gravitate towards opportunities, people, places, things, whatever it is that truly align with who we are. And so that's the purpose and the intention for harnessing our sensual and sexual power. It's not just to feel good about ourselves, but more so that we can move accordingly. I guess going into the title of this mentorship, direction, so that we can have direction in our lives. We can harness the spiritual power that we all have within ourselves, within our life force, to magnetize things to us as well, because that's the so-called divine feminine, is to receive. And also within all of this, to have that protection and covering within our sensual and sexual magic, because when we're activating, we also want to make sure that we're not just opening ourselves to everything, because that's not the point, right? So this is a covering that will strengthen your spiritual practice. Please note that this mentorship is not a substitute for professional psychological or mental health care. If you're needing that, then but wanting to do this at the same time, we suggest doing both if that's what you're after. Use your own discernment. If you're needing professional mental health care, we suggest going down that avenue, as this is a spiritual mentorship. So this mentorship will spiritually aid in things like creating harmonious exchange and connections, contracts and collaborations. So that can be in your relationships, that can be in work, that can be in your creativity and community. This mentorship will spiritually aid in releasing self-restrictions, limiting beliefs and self-talk, and trauma bonds as well in particular. This will also help in healing emotional blocks, apathy, interpersonal and internal conflicts. This will also aid in supporting and uplifting and identifying your confidence, your true power and your self-worth, and also your strengths within your sensual and your sexual power, because we all have different strengths, if that makes sense. This will also aid spiritually in drawing in like-minded souls, attracting like-minded souls on your destiny path, and also observing patterns within self and relationships. We all have things that we are also here to learn within our relationships, so this mentorship will highlight some of those things. This mentorship is for those that are seriously dedicated about committing to and deepening their spiritual practice. So we please ask that you do not sign up for this if you don't feel like you can actually commit to this journey. So for week 1, you will get a personal Zoom or video call with me, where we will get into a tarot divination reading for you, where we will draw on specific guidance that the divine source, your ancestors, are wanting us to focus on for this mentorship, or wanting us to focus your mentorship on, This will determine what is specifically taught to you during the rest of the mentorship. So everyone's mentorship will look a little bit different, if that makes sense. This will highlight what spells we need to do, if any, what ritual you might need to do, what plant and herbal companions want to come through to accompany you for the duration of the mentorship. And also within week 1, in the Zoom call, we'll also get into writing up some personal affirmations for you that you can speak over yourself for the rest of the 3 weeks, and I guess to continue working with those after the mentorship. Certain rituals and ceremonies shared may or may not include mirror magic, spell jar building, candle magic. Again, it really depends on specifically what source wants to bring up for you. In week 2, we will have another Zoom call, a video call, where we'll have a check-in and just continue the working, continue the ritual and ceremony, and just have a kōrero, a discussion to see where you're at, and then what you will continue to need to work on, if that makes sense. Week 3, that is our closing week, so we won't have a Zoom call or a video call. We'll just have an online check-in through email, whatever works for you, just to make sure that you're all good. If you have any patai, if you have any questions as well, to close, that will be the last week. Also, for this 3 weeks, we wanted to mention this now just before people sign up. For this 3 weeks, we ask that you do not engage in any sexual activity with others. This practice enhances and protects your life force as you are intimately working with your energy, and stops all outside interferences, blocks and distractions coming into your energy field at this time. So if you have a partner, a lover, or you're just a little more free, we ask that for this 3 weeks that you commit to, I guess you would call it a certain celibacy just for this time period. Connecting with others in this way can actually just bring a little bit of disruption, and will make it easier for this time period. After the 3 weeks, you're free to do whatever you like. And also upon completion, a beaded spiritual adornment. So this will be an energetically charged and blessed beaded adornment. This could be waist beads, necklace, anklets, a bracelet, whatever I feel called to make you, will be personally made and sent to you as an offering for your commitment and your time, and to hold the energies of what the mentorship has encompassed for you, so you might carry them on your physical journey as well. So the exchange for this, for general public or whoever, is $177. For our House of Afi email subscribers, that is $155. You can subscribe to our email family. I'll put the link down in the description. You get regular, I guess almost monthly emails and spell tips, subscribing to our email subscription, updates on what we're up to as well. And you also get a 10% discount on our House of Afi on our House of Afi online store, that you can use for any product or offering that we have on there or service. The last payment option is $133, but this is for tangata whenua Māori, queer and or African community. If you would like to organize a split payment plan, or you have any questions, please email us at houseofafi74@gmail.com. I'll put that up here. I don't think there's anything else that I have to say particularly about this. Maybe I could speak personally on my journey, going through my spiritual journey and ancestral healing, learning how to harness my sensual and my sexual power has made it extremely, I wouldn't say easy, but it's made it a whole lot easier for me to navigate life in general. A lot of the time we can be giving our energy out to things that, like I said, can be disrupting us, and also harnessing and knowing what your sexual strengths are and even what your weaknesses are can also help you really get specific about what you want to draw in your life. And our sexual energy is not just about sex, it's not just about even just feeling good in our body. I mean, yeah, it is, it can be, but it also goes beyond that. Our sexual energy is also associated to our creative energy center, which is our womb space. This is where we literally create physical life, but also create spiritual emotional and mental life, if that makes sense. So this is where all our ideas, yes, we have our mind and our heart and everything, but this is where all our ideas kind of, I want to say, like fester and conjure up for us to give birth to. Yeah, if you're thinking about your sexual energy in terms of, I guess, people coming together to co-create, procreate, an actual physical life or baby, you can do the same things with a project or an idea that you have. So harnessing that sensual and sexual energy in order to bring life to or birth something in the physical realm that you're wanting, that doesn't have anything to do with like a baby. I hope that makes sense. I will leave that there. If you have any questions, again, feel free to email us. We're really looking forward to this mentorship and working a little bit more closely with you all. Keep an eye out for our next mentorship that we will also be posting up soon. And yeah, peace.